Let's talk more racing. While watching these races, pay careful attention to the commentary because I give you a lot of information in there. Lots of information about tips and tricks that'll help you work your way up and make that podium sooner rather than later. And, all right, listen, what I could do is I could take and I could change ability cards. There are some certain ability cards. We'll do that right now so that you can see where they are, what they should be. And when we go in here, what I would do is I would hit my layout. I'm going to go to the Slippery Bastard. I'm going to change it over to Paint It Black. And then what I'm going to use is I want Come Back Stronger. I want, for the blue one, I want Friends for Life. That's what I want. Friends for Life. And while mounted, I receive less damage. And then over here, I want, in my third passive card, I want to remove that, and I want to go with Never Without One. And I'm going to go with Never Without One because it will save one headshot if somebody shoots me from behind. So I've got to select, and I've got to move on over here to blue and move on down to Never Without One, and I'm ready to go. Racing. All right, there's not a lot of people in racing early in the mornings. There are some, usually, sometimes not. But the majority of the people start filtering in late in the afternoon, and come 7, 8 o'clock at night, the place is usually loaded. And, you know, we've got, in the beginning, we had 10 races. Now we've got 30 races. So there's a lot of races to be looked at and to be talked about. Open Race Tumbleweed coming right up. This is a great little race. Did you know, for example, speaking of horse racing and all, did you know that thoroughbreds are faster than the Arabian horses in racing? Now, the Arabian horse is a small horse compared to a thoroughbred. And maybe one could make a case for saying that the thoroughbred should be and would be a faster horse. But it does have the fastest race times that there is on record, and that's controlled time, mind you. That's in a race. And that was established back at Penn National Racecourse, and that was done, let's see, back in when? Well, it was over a 400-meter race, and the horse actually run it in 43.97 seconds. So that's pretty quick. That was back in 2008. Okay, this is an open race, and you see that horse that reared up? That's because he started slamming on that A button and started spamming that A button too early. He did it before it got down to 1 second. 1 second or less, you're good. Anything over 1 second, your horse is going to rear up like that. And you can see I was able to run right on by him and get on down the road before he was able to settle his horse down and start moving. And Lace is on my right. I don't know who that is behind me, but there we have it. I don't need the energy, so I'm not going to mess with the barrel. But I am going to take and make this turn a little bit quicker than Lace did. And so I'm going to take advantage of that as much as I can, because I don't want to cut her any slack, because she won't cut me any slack. You know, when we go to racing, we go to racing. You know, it's every man for himself, or woman. Yeah, we'll trip that up. We'll get on down the road here. This is a real good race to be running. It's you have to know the course. There is a specific course involved here. And if you don't run the route in the proper manner, you have to be able to run the course in order to make a podium finish. And here we are up here. I'm going to take this side here because what I want to do, once I get to this point right here, I make my turn. And you can see Lace took an extra step or two. I use points of interest here in order to make my turns and to guide me. Like down here, I have a certain bush that I get to before I make the turn. And then when I take and I reach that bush, I make the turn, I swing right back around, and usually I can gain 1 or 2 steps on somebody. And if you were to look at the map there, I gained about 5 steps on Lace. And so there you have it. That's a first and second. First for me, second for Lace. All right, here's another little tidbit that you might be interested in. For example, did you know that horses cannot breathe through their mouth? They can only breathe through their nose. That's all they can breathe through. And did you know, for example, that a horse can see about 360 degrees. The two areas that he can't see is he can't see directly in front of his nose and he can't see directly behind his butt.
If you want to subscribe or watch more videos, click on that there stuff down below or follow on Twitch or TikTok.